Well, good evening, Willingboro family. My name is Joseph Marcel, and I was told to send in this video as the designated parent, Willingboro Parent of the Year for the Facebook page community. Well, my wife, Colleen Marcel, is not here today with us. She's at work, and I am going to do this without her presence. I'm sure if she was present, she would have had a lot to say. She's much of a speaker than myself. So we have two children graduating this semester from university with honors. One, my first child, Esther Marcel, went to Howard University, HCBC, HBCU, that is, I'm sorry, HBCU, historically black college. So she did health science, and she earned ABS in health science. So now she has the opportunity to go to either med school, or she wants to be an NP or ANP, associated nurse practitioner. She has those two options. It's up to her what she wants to do. And we also have Samuel Marcel, who's graduating at Misericordia University in Dallas, PA. He actually did two majors in 4 years. He did philosophy and constitutional law. Sammy actually intends to go to law school. He wants to attend law school in January. So here we go. We're going to continue to be broke, but we are rich in loving kindness, however. So the question is, one would ask, what is our secret? What is our formula? I have to say that the wife and I, we got married in our 20s. I remember that day like uh, yesterday. I can never forget that day. I was 26 then, and she was 24. But we both were anchored in a Judeo-Christian belief system. Going to church. So we kind of instill the same in our children. Uh, my children actually grew up without TV, but they had books to read in the house. So I guess, early on in their formative years, we instill in them the importance of reading. So they would go and read and seek information on their own. I'm a reader, but I can never read as many books as my son Samuel read. Um, Even from elementary school, you would see him working around with a book under his armpit. Okay, and I'm not talking about like comics books. I'm talking about like 500, 800, 1,000 pages books. So that you cannot teach that to someone. They have to have that in themselves. So kudos to Sammy and Esther. Um, they are good kids, and they know what they want to do with a good support system from the house. I believe that my wife is very excellent in their earlier formative years. When it comes to pre-K and even kindergarten, my wife would be the one who would start them off with uh, reading, teaching them how to read, supporting them, and also teaching them numbers. She's very excellent. She's very good at that. Kudos to the wife. I have my heart in the right place. And so I guess starting from not even first but second grade, then the load will be shifted on myself. I remember like for we actually have four children, three of which went through the Willingboro school systems, but I think they left their mark on the Willingboro school systems because they were very active in sports. Sammy plays football, and Esther would play volleyball, and Emmanuel is a soccer guy. He's very good in soccer. I call him a little Pele, and I play a little soccer myself. But I can never be as good as he is. But going back to the children's formative years, my wife would be the one in charge of their academics. She's very involved from pre-K to at least one first grade, and then I'll take over from second on out. So I remember that I used to be involved in each and every project that they have to do. I would be the one purchasing the materials, and if they're not done the night before, I would be the one waking up early with them to support them in making their project, making sure that it is done on time and properly. Okay. Sometime I would complain. I'd say, too many projects. I'm tired. Give me a break. But I always support them in getting their projects, helping them getting their projects ready on time. and uh, but when your children are gifted, the effort is less. You still have to stay on top, finding out what their homework would be for the day and make sure that it's done. It's done. But our second child, Samuel Marcel, we never have to check on him about his homework because he would do them before he comes home. He would do them in school in his spare times. So when he comes home, we learned after a while not to ask him for his homework because we would check, and I'm talking ever since like second grade on up. His homeworks would be already done from school. So when he comes home, he has time to read his books. When other children were outside playing, whatever they were playing outside, because we live in a cul-de-sac. Uh, Therefore, no cars would come unless the people of the neighborhood driving out early in the morning and driving back in. That would be it. No cars. So you know, other children in the neighborhood would get together. They would play basketball outside or they would play soccer. Samuel was never an outside uh, guy. He would always stay inside, either to read, or play video games or watch cartoons. He's a cartoons guy. Up till this day, he's 22 now, graduating. He still watches anime. So it was not that hard coaching, guiding, or gearing these children because they receive a good foundation from home. And when I mean by a good foundation, they see us in the house doing everything for their benefits. We would also bring them to church every Sunday, and that's the environment they grew up in. Teaching them good values, like for instance, teaching them from uh, early on that they should not lie. Okay, and each and every one of them, they went through the same process. They should always tell the truth. Okay, so the wife and I, and every married couple will tell you that. I mean, they take it as they go because there is no manual, there is no book. I mean, I'm sure there are lots of books out there telling you how to raise your child, but reading something in a book and actually applying it or doing it are two different things. So parenting is is a learn as you go profession, and the kids, they will test you. Not only will they test you, they will know how to maneuver between mom and dad. Usually, they know the weak links from each and every one of us. Therefore, it is very important for parents to be on the same page. If one parent would take a decision, it's not right for, I've learned that it's not right for the other parent to go and change that decision. It's not good. Then the child will learn and will know how to play the two of you. Therefore, you have to be firm. You have to be well grounded in your decision making process. Okay, and what one says goes for the other one too. That worked for us in the upbringing of our children upbringing. Therefore, I want to share these with you, Willingboro family. I'm not gonna be long, and again, I apologize that my wife is not present. She would have been much of a talker than myself, but I hope that this a short conversation would drop little nuggets for you parents who have children in the Willingboro school systems to go by. I'm sure you're already doing a good job, but I wanted to share my experience with my children, with you guys out there. And I would say that school makes good student, but also parenting makes good student. Okay, so we were fortunate and we were blessed to have children that are dedicated in their schooling, knowing what they want. So now the sky is the limit for the first two because they're finishing university. So they're gonna go on to higher learning. We thank God for that. And my third child, Emmanuel Marcel, who plays soccer, he graduated from the Willingboro school system also with honors. Okay, so he graduated this year back in June, and he started with the Owen Community College, which used to be Burlington Community College, but now it's Owen, I believe it is. Um, if I'm mistaken in the name, I do apologize. But he's also, a good child. But the difference between himself and his big brother and sister, you have to stay on top of them. Whereas the other two, the older two, we didn't have to be as present in their schooling. Emmanuel has a tendency that he's a soccer star, soccer player, therefore he doesn't need to study because he's gonna make it anyway in soccer. And we're trying to kind of break this tendency. So I would find myself getting involved more with Emmanuel because of the tendency that he has than the previous two. We also have Nelly, who's 4 years old. I'm sorry, he's not. She's not. She was born on the 24th. Nelly will be 8 this month, actually. All right. So she's also going to the Willingboro school system. She's in second grade at Hawthorne Elementary. So I believe that the environment you create at home is very important for the child. And my advice to parents would be if they can argue less in front of their children, that would be a plus. You can argue all you want in your bedrooms or when you go out, but not in front of your children, because that would cause as could be like a impediment in their learning ability, thinking about what's going on at home and all that. So my advice would be to avoid arguing in front of your children. Well, this is it, folks. Again, my name is Joseph Marcel. Very happy to have this conversation with you. And I want to thank the Facebook family from Willingboro for nominating me as the parent of the year. I am so selfish. I am so sorry, wifey. I'm not gonna say nominating me. I'm gonna correct that by saying nominating us. I don't want to get in trouble for the decision of us being parents of the year. We love you. God bless you, and we'll talk to you some other time. Bye bye.